you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss the next one. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. The first thing I've got to say is thank you very much to those that have subscribed to my channel. I've just reached over 2,000 subscribers, and when I first started this I didn't know where it was going to go, and it's great for me because it gives me an opportunity to get in the darkroom and gives me a reason to make prints and do photography as well. Without that I'm just going to have prints standing all around the house with nothing else to do but leave them in the drawer gathering dust maybe. But thank you very much, and also to those that take interest in the videos, that like the videos, dislike the videos, and also make comments as well. I read the comments, and you know, I'm learning at the same time as anyone else is, so it really does help me as well, and I hope it helps you. So let's get on with this video, which is going to be about Warmtone paper. Now, I'm no expert with Warmtone paper because I've never used it before. I was looking online for my normal paper, which I usually use Ilford's resin coated glossy paper, and so I bought some sheets of that, and while I was there I had a little bit of spare change left over, so I bought some Ilford's Warmtone paper. Thought I'd give it a go and see. I'm interested to see what the differences are. I haven't used it yet, so I really don't know how to print it or anything. I'm just going to have a little play in the darkroom as anyone else would. So I'm looking forward to doing this. Now, I spoke to the guy in the shop and I said, do I need any certain developer for it? Now, I know that you can get Ilford's Warmtone Developer, and I have used that before, but not on Warmtone paper. When I bought the developer, I actually thought it was going to make my normal resin paper look warmer. It didn't. So I asked the guy in the shop, do I need the Warmtone Developer? He said, no, you can use normal multi-grade developer with the Warmtone paper. He said the Warmtone Developer will only make it slightly warmer than this, if that makes sense. So I thought I'd save some money and not buy the Warmtone Developer. I'll try it out with normal multi-grade, Ilford's multi-grade developer. So I'm going to try that. And just one more thing before I get going with this video. I managed to find this paper online. This is Ilford multi-grade resin, 25 sheets of glossy paper, and it comes with 2 rolls of HP5, and I got this online for just over £18. From a company called First Call Photographic. I'll put the link to their website in the description of this video. So for 18 quid you get 25 sheets of paper and 2 rolls of film. I thought that was quite a good deal, so I bought 2 packs. But yeah, just anyone interested to know, apparently Ilford are starting to bring out more value packs for students and schools, which I think is a great idea. So I'm going to go in the darkroom and I'm going to play around with this negative here. Now, I bought this negative online. There's only 2 negatives of the old high street where I used to live. You can see that in South London, in a place called Eltham, and it's a lovely image. I've already printed it before. I'll just quickly show you a scan of it. So what I'm hoping to do is to make 2 prints, one with normal resin paper that I normally use, and then do another one with the Warmtone, put them side by side, and just see what results we get, really. Like I said, I've never used the Warmtone before. This is the first time that I'm going to be using it, so there's going to be a little bit of testing in the darkroom. So let's get in the darkroom. I'll take the video cameras with me and you can see what I'm up to. So I'm in my darkroom now and I'm ready to rock and roll. I've got all my chemicals sitting there in the trays ready to be poured in. They're all fresh chemicals made this morning. I've got the Ilford multi-grade paper developer, and I've got photo speed stop and photo speed fixer as well. The negative's sitting in the enlarger. That's all focused in and ready to go. I've got a cup of coffee, grumpy old git on it, and I've got my papers. This is the normal paper and this is the Ilford Warmtone as well. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is using the normal paper and making a normal print. I've got no contrast filters in the enlarger at all, so I'm just going to go straight into the multi-grade, do some test strips and make a final print using this paper first. And then after that I'm going to be then trying to make a print with the Warmtone paper. Now, like I said when I was rambling on at the start of the video, I've never used this before. This is the first time for me, and this is the first experiment that I've ever done using Warmtone. So you're going to see some failures and hopefully at the end a successful image, and we'll put the 2 side by side and see what the differences are. Hopefully there will be. But anyway, let's crack on with doing some test strips, make a first print, and yeah. So the first thing to do is a test strip. I'm going to use my test strip machine for this, and close my aperture to f8, and goes the paper, test paper. Okay, I'm going to do 5-second steps. In fact, I'm going to do 3-second steps. That's the first 3. 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. Okay, with that done, let's develop our test strip, see what we've got. Forgot to pour the chems in. Okay, so here's my first test strip. You can see I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18 seconds. I'm looking here at the black car, so I'm just going to do another test strip. 3, 6, 9, 12 seconds. And this is the second test strip now at 12 seconds. It looks like I can go a little bit blacker, so I'm just going to write 12 seconds on there so I know which one it is. And I'm going to do one more at 14 seconds. So this is the third test I've done now. So I established at 12 seconds just wasn't hitting the blacks right for me, but 14, just an extra 2 seconds, has got where I want it to be. So I'll just mark it down 14 seconds, and I'm going to go for a print now at 14 seconds. Give it a little waft, get any dust off or any hairs that might fall onto it. And 14 seconds, here we go. Notice I keep wafting because any little tiny hair sits on that paper, it's going to show up. Or little bits of dandruff from my bald head. Okay, let's develop this one. And it goes. I'm going to do this for exactly a minute. And there it is, that's the resin Ilford glossy paper, just the normal tone paper. And not bad print actually, there's some nice tones in there and I'm happy with that. So that was 14 seconds like we did on the test. So now it's time for the Warmtone. And in goes the Warmtone paper. I'm expecting it not to be as dark. I'm thinking I need a lot longer on the enlarger. I don't know. We'll soon see. I'll leave it in here for a minute. In fact, I'll leave the video running so you guys can see where I'm going with this. If you want to fast forward, I'll put the time in on the video now, where to skip to when I'm drying it. And just as I expected, it's taken a lot longer to come through. So I'm going to leave this in here for 2 minutes, just see what happens. I haven't read the instructions, I must admit. But let's take this one out, put it in the stop. And into the fixer. Got a minute in there. And here's the two prints now side by side. This one, the Warmtone paper, yeah, it's certainly warmer. It looks warmer, but it's a lot lighter. The blacks aren't crushed yet, so I have to do some test strips on it to see, to get the best results. So let's crack on with some test strips and I'll come back in a moment. Okay, let's see what's happened here. This is, I'll set the aperture on the enlarger at 5.6 instead of 8. The battery's just run out on the GoPro, lovely jubbly. And there it is. They're still slightly wet actually, so I need to get them dried. But can't actually see much of a difference. I can see it's got a slight tint of warm, but I'll have to let them dry. So the prints are now dry and I've got the two results here. When I originally did the first normal resin paper, I had the aperture set at f8, and then when I did the Warmtone I had it set at 5.6. So what I did after I did the Warmtone print, I went back to the resin paper and did another print with that at 5.6 as well. So that's my first try with Warmtone paper. Like I said, I've never had it before, I've never used it before, and this is the first time for me. And I'm quite happy with the result. I quite like this image on the Warmtone. I certainly can see a difference, but I'm wondering now what it would be like if I was to use the Ilford's Warmtone Developer. Obviously it's going to be a lot warmer. I don't know, the only way to find out is to order a bottle and put it to the test, bring it in the darkroom and play around with the Warmtone paper again. So I'm going to put this away until I do get that Warmtone Developer. Like I said, the man in the shop said it will work with, you'll see a difference with normal print developer, but with the Warmtone Developer apparently it will bring it out a lot more. So let us know if you're experienced with using Warmtone papers and developers. Let us know in the comments with your experiences, and anything you can add to this video for other people to see and learn, that would be fantastic, and also for myself. So anyway guys, hope you liked the video. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll catch you next time.